Hello everybody, this is Frogman. Welcome back to Compact Claustrophobia. Last episode we built this little room and made a couple of things so that we could get a porcelain clay, of all things, set up and going. Plus we also have automation set up for other deals, like we have a constant supply of various things going on. We're still waiting on some of this stuff to back stuff going on in here because it's just literally going to take a while. We're still going to need some better upgrades for all three of these pulverizers. As always, it's just the way things work. But we do have our silicon backed up, we do have our glass backed up, the clay, the stone, all that wonderful stuff is going. And the little sifting process over here is working okay. I think I probably could have got away with just 6 of those instead of 9. But hey, that way at least we're processing the dust just as soon as it comes in. The chances are really low on this. I mean, it's really low. I think they're what, 20%? So let me see. Bone meal on this problem here. Bone meal is yeah, 20%, kind of low. So it's okay, fine. We need the sulfur for TNT production capabilities, or at least for gunpowder, since we don't really have a way to make gunpowder. But yeah, let's go ahead and start talking about what we're going to do. I'm a little tired of a few things, and half the reason why I did this was so I could have access to a lot of that. So let's get out. I keep running towards that ladder like it leads somewhere. Let's get out of here and finally start doing something about this mess right here. I'm tired of not having some amount of digital storage. I'm tired of not having the ability to have things, relatively easily taken care of. And we do have refined storage, so let's start with refined storage today, shall we? So in the quest book, there are a couple of quests. I was going to do that little filter. We're going to worry about that filter at a later date. Let's go over to here. We have this line over in this direction. Let's get this sorted out. So the first thing it wants us to do is create an advanced processor. Advanced processor. Advanced processors are going to require a raw advanced processor, which is going to require some processor binding, a silicon, and a diamond nugget. And I forgot to grab some silicon. Let's go grab a little bit of that real quick. Where is it? It's right there. Cool. Grab 2 of those. Out. All right, nice. And we need some redstone, which we should have a little bit of redstone, and string. String is a funny thing. Let's go grab a little bit more redstone and I'll tell you about the string. We have ex nihilo in this pack, so because of ex nihilo, I got bored, and before I did this room up into this process, I laid down a whole bunch of trees and found a bunch of silkworms and infested, I don't know, I forget about that much worth of leaves with string. So we have enough string to last us for a little while. So I want to go ahead and do that for now so that we have plenty. And I'm going to put this in here. There's the advancement binding. You want a diamond nugget. Diamond nugget, diamond nugget, diamond nugget. There's 8 of them. Let's go ahead and make just one for right now and stick it in that furnace and pull it out of the furnace. There we go. Advanced processor. Ding ding. Yay. Awesome. Awesome. Actually, I probably should go in here and grab those since they're sitting in there. Since we really can't do anything with these other than use them for this kind of stuff, so we're going to use them for probably this kind of stuff. Okay, so the other thing that it wants us to do probably is make some quartz iron. So let's see. I think that's going to just be that. So where's quest book? Quest book is going to be rich iron, quartz enriched iron. Quartz enriched iron. Oh, for Pete's sake, just do this. Iron. Where is it? That one right there. Cool. So let's go ahead and make a bunch of that too, since we've got it. And do I have any more iron laying around? Go ahead, do that again. Thank you. Just finish it. That'll work. That's plenty for a while. And it's just one of those plenty for a while kinds of things. So, oh, the fun times shall be had. The next part of the quest that they want us to do is a block of the machine, a machine casing. Machine casing is going to be that dude right there, which is going to be some of that stone that we've been producing. I do believe I have a little bit, and I think actually that might work. No? Not going to work? No, it just wants regular old stone. That's nice of it. Okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and make about 6 of those for right now. Ding, ding. All right, cool. Very nice. So that should have got us a lot of this stuff and a lot of that going on. Now you want me to do the rest of this. So we need a controller, a grid, and a disk drive. Controller. This is where we're going to spend a little bit of time, and I'm pretty sure everybody's always done this, or at least most of you guys have probably done this at least once in your lives if you've played with refined storage. So we're going to do that. We need a grid, and a grid is going to require some of these improved processors, some glowstones and things like that. So we're going to need a little bit of gold, glowstones, gold. Let's get a couple of these going, at least 16 of those, and we're going to need a few of these going. We'll do, what am I short? Probably the iron again. I got so much stuff all over the place. That's why I'm saying I'm tired of this. I've had enough. It is time to build the process. So we need a few of these, which is that, which is this, which is that. Okay, so we're sitting at that point. So again, about 16 of those for right now. We're going to be automating the production of a lot of this. So you cook first because I need you, and then I'm going to need some more stuff. Please get those out of my inventory. All right, do that. So in order to be able to do this, we're going to need a construction core and a deconstruction core. That's going to require one of those. We'll grab this, and a deconstruction core is a diamond nugget. Ooh. I think that's supposed to be glowstone normally, isn't it? Now I see where we're at. All right, cool. So we've done a little modification on this. Let's get a grid. So grid's going to be 2 improved processors, which we should possibly have done by now. Good. Cool. And a grid. Ding, ding. Do we get everything? Oh, now we need a disk drive. Disk drive. I think a disk drive is going to require another one of the... Yes, one of you guys. So let's make another one of those. Thank you. Kind of being stingy with my diamonds. Even though I probably really don't need to be. And a disk drive. Cool. Chest. Done. We must have had a chest in there. Alrighty. Cool. Now the fun part. I don't even know how I want to do this as far as making storage is concerned, or how I even want to think about it in this. What is that? Get you out of my way. Put you up here. We're going to put you out of the way. We're going to need to go ahead and upgrade this to a crafting grid, which should be that one, which is going to be another advanced processor. Crafting grid, thank you. One more diamond to feed to the machine. At least it's not a diamond and just diamond piece, but still, I mean, wow. And a crafting table. Crafting table, crafting table, crafting table. Wood. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. And done. Bonk. We'll do you down there and a drive right there, and that doesn't have anything important in it. I think actually we're going to have to do that the other way around, aren't we? Yeah, you got to go that way and that way. So you got to go over there, you got to go over there, and let's get a little bit of power over there. All right, cool. Now, we need to work on storages, as always. Probably just going to be doing either 1Ks or 4Ks, whatever's the cheapest at this point. So take a look. Now, I do believe we have the extended storages on this as well, which is pretty cool. That means we have more than just the, yeah, we've got the extended refined storage stuff plus the extended crafting, which is awesome. All right, let's just start with this, or at least what are we going to be doing here? So a 4K is going to cost me what? Where are they? 4K is going to cost me 4 of these. I think we can do that. I need some glass. Give me some glass. Glass, 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 glass. Let's just at least get some of this going. Hey. Oh, crap. You're going to be doing that. We're going to have to make sure it's JEI synchronized or whatever it is. Great. Silicon in the corners, that stuff up here. Just as soon as I can get this sorted, we will be good to go for a while. And the redstone, yes. 1, 2, 3. We're just going to do the first one. So let's get the 4K going. Click. Why are you not pulling out of my inventory? Because you don't have any place to put it. That's why. Clear grid. Thank you. Good. I know we're cheating. Thank you. All right. 4K storage disk is going to be something like that. That's, what is it? 4K storage disk right there. Redstone, glass. Good. Okay. Good, good, good. Done. Wonderful. Awesome. Go. Thank you. That can go in there for now. All right. Cool. Dump everything out of my inventory. Make this a little bit quicker and easier. It's always that fun part about getting to that point where you can finally do this. That's great. Wonderful. Let's make another one of those if we can. Can I make 3 more of these? 1, 2, 3, and 1, and 2. Thank you. We will be upgrading these. We will make them 64Ks or probably one of these big ones eventually. But for right now, I'm not really concerned. I just need a little bit of storage space to try to start making sense of the mess in this room. So I am going to go ahead for real quick. We're going to dump everything out of these things that's unnecessarily just taking up space. Probably craft a few more of these. And I will be back. We're going to start talking about automating some of that cube using refined storage in just a little bit. So hang on. See you guys in a bit. Okay, so we're kind of cleaned up. We got a little baby ME system, refined storage RS system going on here. And here's the fun magic part about why this is going to be really interesting, because I don't know whether this has been always this way or not. I don't tend to use compact machines very often. I don't tend to use them mainly because, I play open world, overworld maps where there's just room to stretch out. But here's a neat thing. It's the tunnel. The tunnel that says right on it, use to connect wall blocks with outside compact machine faces. This is a tunnel that uses just whatever. So it means I can connect an inside to an outside face. So if I do this and I take some refined storage cable, it works. It connects to it. It does. So that's the outside as far as, going to the outside world here. Actually, I did not want to do that. Do this here, please. Thank you. All right. Get that out of your inventory. Wonderful. So if I pick that up real quick and I say we want to move these 2 guys out of the way, right? So you guys don't have anything in you. And this is going to be our big monster. And I'm going to be rearranging this room. Trust me, we're going to be rearranging this room. But there's stuff in these, like that one can go away too. Let's move him out of the way. We'll put these guys over here where they're not needed to be. Just go over there. If I go in this one and say on the east side, I want access to this floor. So we'll just say over here on the east side, we're going to put that down. So north, south, east, right? And I go make a couple of things. Let's go make a couple of things, which is going to be this, which I need to make a couple of these guys. So let's make like 8 of those for right now, and that's going to hurt. I mean, it's not really going to hurt. It's not like it's a big problem. We've got plenty of things to do it with. I should have made more of those. Give me a stack, or as much as you can. But I want access to those machines in there. If I can get access to those machines in there, at least those storages in there, then we can kind of make life a little easier. I mean, it's how it works. So construction cores, that is a construction core. How many cores do we have right now as it is? Core. I have 6. I want 2 more of those, please. 1, 2. I don't want to go too overly crazy with those, but an external storage requires the chests. Do we have any chests? I have a few chests. Let's go make a couple of more chests. Let's grab a little bit more stuff out of you. Click, go, do, make a few of those. And then I want that wood. Wood, not whatever you were trying to type. Thank you. You go back in here. Let's see. External storage, go. Give me, what was I short? Cable. We'll make that many of those for right now. And for right off the bat, I can do that. And set this as a priority of 5. So that's always going to be, that didn't work. 5, set, go. And then this thing will ask you, as a whitelist, blacklist, insert or extract. But now, whatever's in that 2097 wood should show up in there. And I know you guys all know this. It's like, well, you know, we know how this works, Frog. But this is the cool thing that I didn't know existed. Is now I need to worry about cobblestone, gravel, sand, whatever's in that, silicon, glass, stone, clay, and all that stuff. Let's go make sure we don't have any of that in the system. So cobble, we don't. Gravel, we don't. Sand, we have a little bit of that. Dust, we don't. Okay. Clay, we have a little bit of that stuff, which actually we're going to have to pull that clay out of there because we don't want that problem. Stone, I know is going to be a problem. Here's the thing. There we go. Cool. Now, because of the fact we set this up the way that we did, this is going to stay back stuff for the most part, and it's going to try to reinsert things. If I remember correctly, these have a default function where they will get rid of things. So we'll start to that point and then put one of these down. I'm going to put that in there. And I thought these had like a voiding capability. Somewhere they had a voiding capability. It's either that or it's the thing that goes with it. There's actually a larger storage for these. But if we need to, we can put a bigger system in here. So now all of that stuff we put down here, if I go outside, I should see it. I'm not going to see a lot of it, but I can see it. So now we have all of that, and it's wonderful. It's great. It's awesome. That's cool. That means I can directly craft out of here now. I did not know that existed. That's going to be really handy because now we can take something like this refined storage system in here and use it to monitor and modulate and make sure that this stuff in here, or like most of the pipe back here, all of this junk, all of this, I love it that we just built this. I could get rid of all of this and set it up with this stuff if I really want to. And we're probably going to do that for the two things that come out of here. This and this stuff right there. Come on, brain. The clay pieces and the bone meal will probably get inserted into that machine over there using refined storage because I really don't feel like playing with the other process because I can do it. So, yeah, we're cool. That's exactly what I wanted. Now I'm going to have to start spending a little bit more time doing other things. The next problem I think we're going to have to come up with is where are we going to do auto crafting? How big is this one? How big is that thing? Because this has the crafting capabilities. It's refined. What is it called? Where is it? It's been a minute since I've looked at this mod. Let's just see on this, like crafting is reborn storage. Reborn storage is kind of like a redo of the old AE1 system where you had a massive crafting machine, which is very handy. So I may have to get into doing a little bit of this and getting some of this stuff up and going. We need to be able to do this. We need to be able to do that. Is any of this functional other than outside of this? Do I really need to make crafters for this? No. Cool. All right. I'm going to go knock out a bunch of work on this here very quickly, I think. And we're going to come back and we're going to build that crafting storage system, auto crafting mess, in one of these over here. So let me get to crafting a whole bunch of parts and I will be right back. Oh man, after much crafting, I think I have enough to build a baby crafting thingy, majigger, whatever you can call it. Now, you don't necessarily have to do this. I'm just going to do it because I know in the long run I'm going to want a lot of patterns. And I know that I've had problems with this thing before, and I'm hoping that those problems have been resolved. You can just use these regular crafters in stacks. So you can just make a crafter and stack it and put it in, put the recipes in it. Or if you can do this basically removes the need to have to deal with all of this silliness. So we're going to go ahead and put it in that small compact machine, and I need to remember the west side is going to be my entrance. So it's just going to give me enough room to get in here, I hope. So the problem here, we're going to have to do some, I hope I have enough crafting frames at this point. But we're going to do this the way that you need to do it. So we're going to do, as always, about like this, and then I need to put 4 heat conductors down. And we're going to look at these costs here in just a minute, but I hope this is going to fit, and it should fit decently. That, right there. I actually can go up another thing, but yes, this is a multi-block structure. You build however you feel like building it, as long as it's cuboid, I believe, or at least cuboid-ish, and it has to have, come on, Let's go over here. Man, I cannot aim today. Let's good. We'll just leave it over there. I'm pretty sure we have a way too much as it is. You have to have the crafting frames surrounding the outside edges with the heat conductors surrounding the corners, such as like these. And we need to have a crafting CPU, so we're going to use 2, and then I'm going to use 6 crafting storages just to fill in the inside. Now that's the storage. That's where we're going to get all of the storage for all the recipes that we need. And then we're going to do this, and I guess we've got plenty of this, so I may end up extending this just a little bit slightly. Once I get a little bit more room, once I get a little bit more mechanical capabilities of being able to craft things, meaning this thing, this will be a lot easier as we go. So if I'm lucky, that should have made a multi-block. All right, now, so as to recap on what this stuff costs, crafting frames, their machine casings, and a whole lot of basic processors. So all of that wonderful binding, wonderful stuff that we just went through, plus a bunch of this other thing, is now all gone pretty much. I've actually had to craft several. Crafting CPUs require these per, so 2 of the advanced processors per, plus a speed upgrade. Speed upgrades require upgrade things, basic empty upgrades, which is a whole lot of iron and a whole lot of quartz and a little bit more of this. The crafting storages, what we just got done doing, require chests, a bunch of the crafting frames, a bunch of 1K storage parts, and again, advanced processors. It's cheaper to go the long run, but what I want is this. Notice the ability to have lots of pages of storage for recipes. 6 pages of storages for recipes. This thing can craft at this point. What we'll end up doing probably is we'll end up extending this to the ceiling. I don't need you. We'll take this probably to the ceiling so that I can get a few more crafting CPUs in this. At least, I don't know, I want at least 4 total. And then we'll be able to fill it up with even more storage. But that means that this thing is going to be able to craft all kinds of stuff in a reasonable amount of time in one structure. So let us do, I guess we'll just put it over here. And I said we need to find the cable. And boop. No, god dang it. Nope, don't do that. Well, I guess I got to start that one over. Cable. There we go. All right. So that should have hooked up, and now that goes into the system. So if I have a crafting monitor, or what we have is a crafting monitor here, and we're going to have to make a pattern storage. Crafting monitor is going to be made as such with a couple of patterns and a few more little parts. This is going to be able to see how we're going to be crafting things. And I know you guys have probably played with this. Lots of you guys have probably messed with this. Last thing I want to do while we're sitting here is a pattern terminal, which is going to be your pattern grid, which we need another grid for this. So hopefully I still have enough parts to do this. I don't. Grid is, we need, I know I have some of those, so let's grab another one of these. As soon as we get all this done, we're not going to have to worry about doing this anymore because I'm going to teach that thing how to do every single bit of this. Now, a lot of this manually back and forth crafting things, we're probably going to be doing that on the second floor in here. Since I have a grid in here and I have the stuff and the powers in here, a lot of those manual things that I'm currently doing, so like a furnace, a pulverizer, we're going to have crafting, all that wonderful fun stuff for this kind of thing in here. It's also going to allow me to possibly, why did I do that? I can get out of here. It's also going to allow me to come into this cube and deal with this nasty mess of things that is in here at this point. So what we will probably do is I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of these caches, and we're going to be converting all of these caches over. Everything that's in every one of these caches, all of these materials, these metals, are going to be run through a processing system, aside from probably that coal, that is going to store it in a reasonable fashion, but we're going to go ahead and make all of the wonderful goodness we can out of all of these things so that I don't have to sit here and keep coming in and out of this room. So we're going to be running that through a process probably like this induction smelter over here is like set up at this point. So did we get all of those made? Yes, I think those are done. Very good. We can put that away. Pattern grid required what? We needed these right there. I need another, I think I got it. We'll just make another one anyway. Doesn't really matter. We're going to use them. We're going to use a lot of them. There's a pattern grid. Or I should say that's a grid. Now we need a pattern grid, which is going to be another pattern. Oh, I love having this stuff. I thought I needed one. Let's see. Hang on a minute. That beep, blop, boop. Make another one. As soon as I can get all this done. As soon as I can get all of this done, I won't ever have to do it again because all of this is going to get programmed into that thing and we're going to start building things. So I guess you can go right there. Bonk. Cool. All right. First thing I'm going to teach you how to make is a pattern. As always. Pattern. Make a pattern. First pattern we ever make is a pattern. Always. First pattern I ever make is a pattern. And then, ow, ooh, I knew that was going to happen. Let's come in over here. First pattern is a pattern. Now, I believe the crafter manager will be able to access this multi-block once we get to that point. So we're going to be playing around with that. But now, if I want you to craft a pattern, you should be able to craft a pattern, or at least tell me you can or not. Go ahead. Nice. Oh, I love it when I get auto crafting. Oh, I love it. So, all right, guys, this might be a short or a long one. I don't know at this point. I have got a lot of work to do. I've got a lot of cleaning up. I've got a lot of reorganizing and a lot of other things. I think next episode we're going to spend a little bit of time sprucing base up, moving some of this around. I call this a base, this little hole in the wall that we're calling a base. I'm going to try to clean this up. We're going to start maybe making this a little bit prettier at this point, and hopefully very, very soon start continuing on down the line of things, because we do need to be looking at getting some of this other, well, this is all done. I should say that chapter's finished. We need to start looking at some of this stuff, especially this down here, because this is very important to what we're going to be doing. And yes, to be able to get to glowstone for that matter, we have to set up one of these monstrosities of a, actually, what does it take to get that open? It just needs that. Well, we need a white elevator. We need a few things. We're going to work towards getting a fusion reactor. I think it's a fusion reactor. What is it called anymore? It's called a molten salt reactor. That thing right there. No, I forget what it's called. I guess I'm going to have to look at it. I believe it's a fusion reactor. But yes, we're going to start working towards making lots of massive amounts of power, because that thing outputs something that we need as far as a chemical to be able to go on and build other stuff. Plus, I think I'm going to start working towards the next layer of these compact machines is going to require me to make 6 more of those. And 6 more of those, we're going to figure out how to automate it, because I'm not making the however many it takes of those to make however many it takes of those. I might even just rip all of these apart just to get some of this going on. But yes, I think for now, guys, babbling on. I will talk to you all in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.